My daughter was born at 26 weeks, and it was a very stressful and traumatic time. We were able to get infant education for her before she turned 3. We were told we're going to transition her to over 3 services, and we didn't know what that was, what it consisted of, because I know before they turned 3, early start services ended.
As our families are transitioning from our Part C program, which serves our birth to their 3rd birthday, I think for some families it's a bit jarring.
That first phone call to the Regional Center was scary. I had never heard of the Regional Center. I thought that they were a big, scary state service that was going to monitor what I was doing with my baby.
We all know that early intervention is such a crucial period in a little one's life, and that smooth transitions is one of the keys to success.
Over the years, we've really tried to cultivate and grow collaboration across the agencies.
Because we work collaboratively, we are much more able to help and assist the families as a whole.
He has caught up to almost every major milestone, and if he hasn't, they're emerging.
We have many different agencies that are involved. It can be challenging to navigate all the different rules that everybody has to follow. Even what form do we use? How do we submit the data to the state? It's important that we all meet together with our Family Empowerment Center, EFRC, our Regional Center and our LEAs, as well as our SELPA, to make sure that we're all calibrated on how we're proceeding. We know when we can merge our rules and requirements and where we each will understand the roles that each of us play. And then we're also able to troubleshoot, build those relationships within those meetings as we're coming together on a regular basis.
The strategy or tactic that we found to be useful is regular meetings with our partners, so everybody knows all the players.
And then when tough times hit, that's really when you are testing those relationships. So having those positive relationships throughout the year really help when troubles do arise, because sometimes you have to have some difficult conversations, and it's really good to have built that relationship and that foundation.
There has been nothing better to feel so supported by the teachers, the therapists in the program, our service coordinator through the Regional Center.
We've worked really hard with Regional Center to have a system where we can schedule the transition meetings. We have a Google Calendar that I create, and the Regional Center service coordinators go in and basically reserve an appointment. And then they send the meeting notice, the family's notified, and magically at 10:15 on a Tuesday, everybody shows up to this transition meeting.
We also have implemented and trained all of the school districts on a file share system where we automatically drop all of the children's information in a timely manner into the local school district's file so that they can go in when they are able, they can copy it, download it, and access all of the students' information they need prior to the contact to the assessment team.
And what we have done is put those practices in place and those structures in place to make sure that we continue to have that engagement and that level of expectation of collaboration across the systems. When we recently redid our interagency agreement, we brought all of the teams together by area.
We really began the work of understanding our interagency agreement and what it was supposed to mean for us. It's really about the families. We started looking at all of the various layers where families needed to be supported, what was needed and what was within the purview of what we could do in LEAs, what the Regional Center could do at LEAs, and what our Family Empowerment Center could do in collaboration with us to really be there for the families.
We have gotten so much support from the school district and the Regional Center, and I feel so confident that that transition is going to go really well for not just Max, but for us as a family.
Not only did we have a wide variety of partners that were in the development of the interagency agreement, during the interagency agreement process, we would bring it back to our service providers for input and make sure that they were involved in the process. And then once we finally got it completed and got all the signatures obtained, we co-presented with a regional center to really walk them through of what this document means for us across both agencies, so that as a county, all of our service providers had access to the same information and the same way of how this document was going to be implemented. It's really a living document for us of how the work really happens, and not just a checkbox of, yes, we have that agreement. Sometimes when we're administrators, we kind of step back and we maybe don't feel that connection. This is one way that we really do have that direct impact for our students and our families.
What I found is the most impactful thing I can do is help provide resources and support and professional learning opportunities and anything that I can do to ensure that the educators that are walking side by side with these children every day are equipped to support them.
I feel, as a new mom with a child who was born developmentally delayed, that I have so many resources that I can go to help ensure that Max has just such a great start in life.